of course,
I
we
don't know if that
start
went
on
through.
a very, very shaky and rocky note because of our co-host's internet connection. Yay! I'm Cobra. Welcome to High Heat
I don't.
Velocity, brought to you by Handed Down Sports Media, and I am joined once again by Tyler. Say hello.
I know. But I live in New York. Internet sucks. I'm sorry. Anyway, how we doing tonight?
We're doing as well as we can. That's about as best as I can
Fuck
say.
you, New York.
Really? Yeah, but yeah, we're doing as well as we can. It's great to see you. It's great to see you once again.
I mean, I'm running the wrong sports, but it is what it is. It's cold up here. Don't tell me.
So,
Yeah, I know. I'm wearing the
how you-
wrong sports, but it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, look, football's. The draft is next week. We have our draft show coming up, tomorrow night. So stay tuned for that. However, we must get into baseball because that's what we got to focus on right now.
Let's slide into home plate and let's get this show on the road.
Absolutely. So, let me bring up the standings here for a quick minute here. Get a little bit of.
I haven't looked. Usually we do standings at the end. This is our thing we usually do. It's our thing, standings. We usually do it at the end of the episode, but I think today we're going to do it at the beginning of the episode. Give you guys an idea of like what we're dealing with.
I'm looking at the standings, not bringing them up, because I kind of want to get a get a look at what's going on around the league. Okay. All right. Interesting. So recent news has come up that the owner of the Denver Broncos, Walmart, has officially bought the Colorado Rockies as a minority shareholder. So that's pretty interesting.
Really?
Yes. So
that's interesting.
Hopefully, and this is a hope, that the Rockies can turn it around and actually become something fucking worth a damn.
Instead of letting their fans smoke weed every day so they can ease the suffering.
One of them being our NFL commissioner, Joey, who's all the way over in Colorado himself. So he needs some
smoking that good shit.
Pretty much. Which, by the way, I would absolutely join him.
But yeah, hopefully that'll help with the Colorado Rockies. I hope.
Yeah, speaking of teams that are looking like paper, that were looking like paper tigers, the Tigers.
What's going on with Tariq Skubal?
Well, I'm just saying that the Tigers, they're not really looking the best, if that makes sense.
But if you remember last year and the year before, they didn't look that good to start the year. Last couple of years, but they had a strong run midsummer and towards the end of the year to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's just how the Tigers are. They start off slow, they pick up speed mid-season, and then just ride that into the playoffs.
Right, understandable.
They're also without their second in rotation, Casey Mize. I think he has a torn UCL, which he'll be out for the season. For anybody who doesn't know, a torn UCL is a ligament in your elbow that is torn from either too much strain on your elbow or too repetitive motion, and that most instances require surgery.
AKA jorking.
Or throwing a baseball at 97 miles an hour.
Jorking.
And it's called Tommy John surgery, which is the guy, Tommy John, was the first one to have it redone.
Yeah,
and then he had a successful career after.
Yeah, not the surgery or the type of repair it is. There is no such ligament known as the Tommy John.
It's just named Tommy John surgery because Tommy John was the first one who had the surgery. And recovery times anywhere from 18 to 24 months, right around there? Full recovery?
Pretty much, yeah.
But with advancements, some people like Garrett Cole or, let's see, Jacob DeGrom are coming back 14 months after surgery with all the advancements and medical they have.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this last year. Yeah, we were talking about the rise of injuries and elbows of pitchers. We want to continue on that story from last year?
I mean, we might as well. I mean, no ifs, ands, and buts about it. We were We were talking about it.
I'm a
We
victim
were
of
talking about it last
UCL
year
surgery.
when we had when we had when we had Radford. So I figured, hey, why not? Doesn't hurt.
Nope. So what we're gonna do, but I mean, so it's been an epidemic for the last 10 years in MLB since the rise of people prioritizing velocity over break and control. And
Not just that,
pe-
but break, but the pitching motion itself that has come from that
mhm,
definitely has put a lot of strain on
and a lot of
pitchers.
torque on.
I am surprised that they're not allowing pitchers to wear compression sleeves.
They are
I'm
allowed to
surprised
wear them as
about
long as
that.
they're not white. They are allowed to wear them, just not white.
Okay, and of course not wild patterns.
Right. Because I
Nothing
mean,
too distract. Yeah,
they're not allowed to wear elbow pads either.
right. I mean, only time you're allowed to wear any type of elbow pad is when you're up on the plate.
Also, I want to add in something. Remember how Trevor Bauer exposed the sticky situation back in
Yeah, the
2021?
spider tack. Yeah, the spider tack.
What you notice how that year and 2022 had a skyrocket of elbow injuries as soon as they had banned it
Yeah.
because they made the ball more slippery and only allowed sunscreen and rosin.
Which I'm gonna ask this question. You're because you're a pitcher. All right.
Yep.
You are a pitcher. Um, I gotta know how does rosin work, if that makes sense.
So how rosin works is if what it is actually the rosin actually is supposed to dry your hands so you can grip the ball better. But you can combine
Okay.
it the sun with sunscreen to make like a goop. Oh, like it's like as long as it's not too consistent, but you can make like a little bit of a like a natural sticky thing opposed to like pine tar. It's not as sticky as pine tar or spider tack, but it gives you a little bit more grip on the ball to where you're not losing it with your slippery hand and stuff like that.
Right.
The rosin bag's actually meant to dry up sweat, and you should know that from bowling.
Yeah, but but bowling, the grip sack that we use is that at least I use isn't rosin. Some people use rosin. As for like their thumb.
Isn't yours like chalk? Is it like
Yeah.
chalk or something like that?
Well, no. Um, in the puffball that I'm using, it's more like sand.
Oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool.
It's sand. Or there's some instances where it's like kitty litter. Where you actually just because it's in if I had one of them available, I'd show you. But it's there's an absorbent material. Like kitty litter. That you would just put it in your hand and you would just kind of like grip it and grind it like you would just grind
Right.
and the dust would form on your hand. Yeah.
Now, what I would do with the rosin bag is I would toss it up in the air, then get the rosin and chalk.
I mean, that's what I do. That's actually what I do.
Yeah, and then tap it on my palm. And with the mixing with the sweat, we don't tap it on the ball because you can't ruin the ball surface. It'll ruin the flight pattern.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Because you don't want any foreign matter on the ball. And nickel for every time I've heard that.
That's why they banned That's why they banned the mud ball and the spitball.
Oh, 100%. Because the spitball, the mud ball, they actually made it hard to see. Hard to see. The surface would actually make some weird spin, all that stuff. A little bit of football history.
Mm-hmm. But back to I'm gonna be honest. I don't pitch anymore. I've stopped playing baseball. I'm going to be open about this.
Mm-hmm.
I actually used spider tack for a little bit because what people don't understand, and I actually and you love him or hate him, Trevor Bauer has a very good point on this. The baseballs are so smooth, it's so hard to grip. The seams are higher than normal, so they dig into your fingers a little bit more. college baseballs are worse, and I started using a little. I didn't use that much to get caught, but I was using enough to get a fucking grip on the fucking ball. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't blame them for using it because those balls are so freaking smooth.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like, you know, they really should allow more than just the rosin. They should allow the grip sack from bowling.
Pine tar. I think they should allow pine tar, but not spider tack.
If they use pine tar, it needs to be the clear.
Yeah, the clear stuff so it doesn't get all over the ball.
Right. And
I personally am pro sticky stuff to an extent. Spider tack, too much. Even though it worked, my spin rate. I did a spin rate test. I did the regular no rosin, no thing, and my spin rate almost tripled with the freaking spider tack.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, what I was doing right now, like that, would definitely be illegal.
Like what you're doing with the fingers?
Just like that, and that would have been illegal.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Because you're technically rubbing saliva on the ball.
Well, again, you saw what I did. Lick the saliva and then I dried it off with my.
Yeah, and that actually, if you think, it does actually make it a little sticky. Actually.
Yeah. It gives a little bit of adhesion.
I wish I had a baseball. I have a baseball covered in pine tar. I'm gonna be very honest.
You want to know something kind of funny? There is a baseball that my brother, used to use a lot, and I mean a lot. He still has it in the attic. It was an old, it was a novelty baseball in a way.
Oh, one of those ones.
It was a training baseball. Like it was one that was textured, like the
and it had the grips on it.
Yeah, it had a textured, like, diamond knurled surface, so it was grippy on certain sides.
See, I like those kinds of balls. Like, you have to have some grip for safety because some of these guys throw 100 miles an hour, and you don't want to be hit. And I don't know if you've seen some of the injuries. Like, remember Giancarlo Stanton back in 2014 was it? He got hit directly in the face. It was like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Mike Fire. Oh, that rivalry. That's one of the best rivalries I've ever seen. Then 2 years later, he's on the 4 years later, he's on the Yankees and drives a pimp job off of him and fucking stares at him.
Yeah.
But that's classic Giancarlo Stanton. That's classic Giancarlo.
A person who I consider a bit of a flake in a way. Like Giancarlo Stanton can be a bit of a flake.
He could be he's streaky, but if you piss him off, he will. But yeah, it's crazy to think about that. We're already halfway through the 2020s, and the Dodgers have already pretty much are the team of the decade.
Yeah. Especially when they have responsible gamblers. Shohei Ohtani.
They have 2.5 World Series wins. I don't count 2020 as a full World Series win. I count it as a half.
Any team that won a championship in 2020, we don't count. Because
I count Chase Elliott. I count Chase Elliott because that was a full season.
I was talking about team sports. I wasn't talking about NASCAR.
The Lakers, that one they won, I guarantee, was based off NBA let them win because of Kobe.
Yeah, that's what I thought I had done as well. I'm like, yeah, that's all Kobe.
And I actually am not. That's the one time I'm actually all for it, honestly, because Kobe is respected.
Like Kobe, when that was announced during the Pro Bowl, my mom broke down. My mom's not a basketball fan, but the tragedy alone, the tragedy alone was...
I was in the middle... Heartbreaking. I was in the middle of English class in college, actually, when I found that news out. Wow, holy shit, that was 6 fucking years ago. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, back to baseball. Sorry, we got a little sidetracked. But... Emmanuel Clase, I believe he's been arrested and charged, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
But what do you do this time?
Although it's gambling.
What do you do?
Remember the gambling he did?
Oh, yeah, he became another famous responsible gambler.
Yep. Yeah, Manuel Clase, a few other pitchers. Unpaid leave. It was unpaid leave. He's been accused of throwing throwing pitches in 48 games.
Yep, he definitely will be getting a lifetime ban.
And probably 10 years in prison.
Most likely.
Because the FBI takes that shit super seriously. Game fixing and stuff like that, they take seriously.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Anyway, any other news you got before we move on to the standings?
No, but before we even get to the standings, we need to definitely give our affiliate a special shout out. And you know what? I've said it before and I said it again. Fanatics. Yes,
Fanatics. Get your sports gear.
Yep. The City Connect jerseys are all in full swing. Go pick them up now. Not gonna lie, I am so glad Baltimore improved that City Connect jersey they had last year. So glad about that. But that's not the main reason why we brought up Fanatics. Not just for City Connect, not just for the NBA playoffs or the Stanley Cup playoffs coming up, but there is one special thing coming up next week, and that is the NFL Draft.
Get your NFL gear right here. And you can get your NFL gear, NASCAR gear, F1 gear.
New users get $5 in fan cash, and as you saw flash across the screen, $1 free shipping. And if you use our link in the bio wherever you get your podcast, mainly Spotify, you can use our link, show the channel some love, and get yourself game ready for Fanatics. Game on. Indeed.
If you're a Giants fan, get those Jackson Dart jerseys and those Cam Scatterboo jerseys before they sell out.
And before Cam Scatterboo's brain turns into powder.
That is also true. I hate that, but that's true. Also, get your Buffalo Bills merch. Get all your favorite MLB merch as well. Just check out the link in the below. All right, standings. What do we got this week so far?
All right.
I will let you start.
All right. We're going to start in the AL East because leading the way in the AL East is the Yankees.
All rise. Everybody forgets. Yes, I'm a Yankees fan. Anyway, the Yankees are 8-4. Go ahead.
And right behind them are the Baltimore Orioles. Interesting, with a 6-6, 500 record. Then right behind them are the little brother to New York Yankees, technically, the Tampa Bay Rays, who are 5-7. Also 5-7 are the Toronto Blue Jays, And then right behind them, the team you definitely consider your little brother, the Boston Red Sox, 4-8, trip 3 win percentage.
The fact that I have the exact opposite record of the Yankees is hilarious. I just realized. Anyway, we got the American League Central. The Cleveland Guardians of the Galaxy are leading the division 8-5 record with a 615 win percentage, and they are actually one of the best teams at home at 4-2 at home. And the Twins are the Minnesota Twins, because you can't give them a W because they suck. Yes, Izzy, I said the Twins. I said.
This is Minnesota. This ain't San Francisco.
Izzy, we'll talk about San Francisco a little bit later. Anyway, the Minnesota Twins, even though they don't need the W because they suck. 7-6, 536 win percentage. They are a game behind. They're not too bad. The Chicago White Sox, are third.
Yeah.
At 5-8.
3 games back. And right
do we need some eye bleach? This is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting ready to They're getting ready to retire Ozzie Guillen's number. Maybe they're trying to get some motivation and some hype. Maybe they should praise Castro in the meantime.
Oh God! And you've got the Kansas City Royals, which have the same record. They're both 3 games back, and the Detroit Tigers are flopping right now. What is going on in Detroit?
Too much Little Caesars.
Too much Little Caesars and too much Red Wings. 4-9 with a 3.08.
I will also say this. I think I know the reason. The Red Wings are winning, so therefore the Tigers must suck.
I mean, the Lions were winning, and the Red Wings are winning, so the Tigers have to suck.
Correct.
Anyway, they're 4 games back. They're struggling, but it's still early. Anything could happen. It's still April.
Yep. And in the AL West.
Anyway, American League West, take
it's
it away,
Morphin'
Cobra.
Time. It's Morphin' Time. Wait, wrong Rangers. The Texas Rangers. Excuse me. 7-5.
Yeah, that's the wrong
win percentage.
Howdy, stranger.
Yeah,
Where's your cowboy hat? You're a Ranger. Where's your cowboy hat?
Anywho.
Anyway, continue.
So the next is the Houston Trastros. Everyone knows who their hitting coach is, Oscar the Grouch. 6 and 7. 6-7.
6-7. Sorry, had to.
Everyone died a little inside on that one.
I know. Same with the Angels too.
Yep, everyone died a little inside. Yep.
Continue.
And then the Vagabond Athletics. Vagabond Athletics are 5-7, 417 win percentage. And maybe I was a little bit harsh on the Tigers being paper tigers because the Seattle Mariners 4-9.
Have you noticed? All the deep running playoffs teams from last year are literally like the worst teams in the AL right now.
As of now.
I mean, the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, the Tigers, the Mariners. I just noticed that. Anyway, let's end the National League.
All right.
Holy shit! The Atlanta Braves are actually winning.
See what happens.
8-5.
See what happens when you're not.
Go ahead. Or what's your favorite saying? Held together by
paper clips, duct tape, bubblegum.
Yep. The Braves are 8-5 with a 615 win percentage. They're tied with the Marlins.
Yeah. The Marlins are actually living up to their potential and don't look like plumbers and Make-A-Wish kids.
Well, the Marlins also, when Derek Jeter left, I think that's also helped. But they're also 8-5. The Mets are actually 3rd place. Not a shock. They're always middle of the pack. The Mets are 7-6, 538 win percentage, and they're only a game behind. The Phillies are 6-6 with a 500 win percentage. They are a game and a half. Nationals, it's their typical. They're still rebuilding after the World Series win. I'm not too worried about them. They're 4-8 with a 333 win percentage, and they're 3.5 games back. Anyway, we got the National League Central. Ah, shit.
Yep.
Do you smell that?
I smell it too. Let's get through it quick. No.
God
I
damn
didn't know who it is, motherfucker.
Did you forget to lock the door, Cobra?
I don't know what he forgot to do, but all I gotta say is Pittsburgh Penguins gone to Super Bowl.
Anyway, go ahead,
the Penguins
Yinzer.
gone to Super Bowl, but so are Pittsburgh Steelers because we fired Mike Tomlin into the sun. Even though I don't trust.
Anyway, Yinzer, what do you got for us for the NL Central?
I got the Milwaukee Butt Chuggers with an 8-4 record with a 667 win percentage. Then, the Cincinnati Reds, who are formerly owned by a Nazi-loving bitch. They are 8-5, half a game back. And then, also tied with the Cincinnati Reds are your favorite Pittsburgh Pirates. See, this is why our blood sugar's been so high. It's because it tastes like Heinz ketchup, it's a little sweet, and you end up losing a foot. But anyhow, before that, the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Is that what happened to you, Yinzer?
No, I do not have the diabetes yet. All I have right now is the power of stellar football. Anyhow, they're 8-5, half a game behind the Milwaukee Butt Chuggers. So yeah, we're fine. And speaking of Stellars, the St. Louis Cardinals, who everyone calls the Pittsburgh Steelers of the MLB. They are 7-5, 583 win percentage, and only a game back. Do they have our former quarterback, Captain Fatbuck, Ben Roethlisberger? I mean, he is a famous women respecter, after all. And then finally,
he can join Deshaun Cosby and Justin Tucker.
Don't remind me. Anyway, and of course, the final team in the NL Central is the Chicago Cubs. That's what they used to call you, Tyler. When they would walk into those little clubs. They call you a little cub. 6'7", 4.62 win percentage.
I ain't that young, but I ain't that old.
Anyhow,
I'm only 26.
So they say. And Skillet's gone to Super Bowl. Skillet's got to fuck.
Yeah, sir, get the hell out of here.
See what I have to deal with?
Yep.
You see what I have to deal with? Like, comment, share,
Did
and
you-
subscribe to this craziness, guys. Please. I have to deal with
Like
shit.
and subscribe so we can stop him from just randomly walking in. Did you forget to lock the door this time?
I don't know what happened. I don't care to know what happened. All I know is that it smells like Iron City beer. I am concerned for my safety, man. I am so concerned.
I'm also concerned with the fact that it smells like really cheap cigarettes too. Anyway, we got the National League West, the Diamondbacks, or not the Diamondbacks, Dodgers, famous,
Led by
famous,
responsible gambler Shohei
Wait,
Ohtani.
Otani. I don't have the hat today, but go check out our merch store in the link in the bio below. Go get your own famous famous responsible gambler trucker hat. I hope that goes viral. Anyway, Diamondbacks are 7-6 with a .538 win percentage, 2.5 games back. The Padres are also tied at 7-6. They're also 2.5 games back. So Rockies are actually not in last place. What a shocker!
Yeah, it's the
They're
fucking Giants. How the hell did that happen?
They don't have your spirit. You need to go to Oracle Park and get their spirits up. I mean, just go cheer up Logan. Go cheer up Logan Webb. You'll be all right. You don't like Logan Webb? I thought you liked Logan Webb. I thought he was one of your favorites.
Anymore. Kids are drinking Iron City beer.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Izzy. How the hell did you end up in Pittsburgh?
I do not know. I do not know.
Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Anything else we need to do before we wrap up the show tonight?
I don't think so. I think we've pretty much got things covered, man.
All right. Thank you all for watching tonight. If you want to see more clips and more hilarious behind the scenes, check out our YouTube down below. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Patreon. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Facebook page.
Wait, we
check
have a
out
Twitter?
our we have a Twitter.
Oh shit!
Check out our Twitch. And everybody hates Twitch, but check out our Spotify or listen wherever you guys are listening. If you guys want to watch the video, check us out on YouTube. If you want to watch us, just listen to us. Check us out on Spotify, and check out our merch in the link below, printify.me/handeddownsportsmedia. And we are done. Click that little bell for your notifications so that we know when the next episode is live. And we fly ball to deep center.
And Nick Castellanos delivers a deep fly ball to left center.
And is caught by Cody Bellinger. And the game is.
Yep.
And that's the game.
All right. See y'all next time.
See y'all next week.